Nomenclature. Nomenclature means norm, name. The naming of the animals. The process of assigning scientific names to the animals or the taxonomic group is called as a nomenclature. For example, Homo sapien is the scientific name for the humans. Throughout the world, everyone follow the name Homo sapien. That is called scientific name. Why we need this scientific name? Because throughout the world, more than 6,000 languages will be practiced by the humans. So, a single animal can named as the more than 6,000 ways. It will make truly the confusion because throughout the world 6,000 languages, 6,000 ways a single animal kupla. So it will make a confusion. So that we need the scientific name. So the scientific name or a single animal ko or taxonomic group ko kudukuradhukku per da nomenclature. So the nomenclature it plays a vital role in the arrangement of known species. அதோட similarity characters and dissimilarities பொறுத்து. So name பண்றதுக்கு முன்னாடி numerous characters ஒரு அனிமலுக்கு particular name நம்ம கொடுக்கிறதுக்கு முன்னாடி we have to check the numerous character. It's like morphology, outer appearance, habitat, the living place, feeding pattern. இந்த மாதிரி food feed பண்ணது எடுத்துக்குது. According to the environmental condition, how they are adapted, body adaptation, the genetic information, gene level, what are the characters they having, and evolutionary pattern. In the evolution, common ancestor la enga vandirukku. So in the characters எல்லாம் தெரிஞ்சு மட்டும்தான் we can give the scientific name for the particular animal. So naming of the organism is done based on the guidelines by the International Code for Zoological Nomenclature. International Code of Zoological Nomenclature சொல்லிருக்க அந்த guidelines follow பண்ணி இந்த characters எல்லாம் தெரிஞ்சா மட்டும்தான் ஒரு அனிமலுக்கு we can provide the scientific name. So each organism ensures that the scientific name ensures that each organism have only one single name. So the animal இருக்கிற particular ஒரு அனிமலுக்கு ஒரு நேம் தான் இருக்கும். இந்த அனிமல் இந்த நேம் எந்த அனிமலுக்கும் ரிப்பீட் ஆகாது. This is called the nomenclature. Nomenclature was broadly divided into two types: binomial nomenclature and trinomial nomenclature. Binomial nomenclature, bi means two. Nomenclature, the nomen name. So by name, two names are given. So the biologist universally accepted principle of to provide the scientific name is binomial nomenclature. It was first proposed by the Carolus Linnaeus in his book Species Plantarum and System of Natura. So many of the scientists they are following the throughout the world, many of the biologists they are following this binomial nomenclature. In this binomial nomenclature they have a two components. Bi means two components. They are generic name and species name. So the name consists of the two parts. The first part is called as a generic name and the second part is called as a species name. So genus oda name first part avum, species oda name second part avum irukum. So when we are writing the name, the generic name should be started with the capital letter, uppercase. The first letter of the generic name should be in a capital. And the species name should be all everything will be in a lowercase, small letter only. So when we are writing the scientific name means we have to underline separately. If you are printing means the printed form itself italics we have to provide. For example, they gave the binomial names, the scientific name for Indian peacock, that is Pavo cristatus, and then tiger Panthera tigeris, and then dove, emerald dove Chalco paps indica. So this is the binomial name, scientific name. It consists of the first part is the generic name and the second part is the species name. This binomial nomenclature is proposed by the Linnaeus, and throughout the world many biologists they are following the binomial nomenclature. And trinomial nomenclature was proposed by Huxley and Strickland. So the name itself they gave tri. Tri means three names. So it consists of the three components, that is generic name, species name and subspecies names. So some of the species they have some dissimilarities in the species also they have some dissimilarities. So that category consists of the subspecies. That also we are mentioned. So when the time of printing all three names are printed in italic form, when we are writing means the first genus name alone should be in a capital letter. The first name, first letter alone, generic name should be in a capital letter. The both species name and subspecies name should be in a smaller case, lower case alone. Then when we are underlining, we have to underline separately. The example they gave, Indian house crow. The crow name is Corvus splendens and splendens. The first part is generic part, generic name. Second part is a species name, and third part is called as a subspecies name. Then interesting one more term is called as a tautonymy. Tautonymy means the practice of naming the animals generic name and species name. We are following the binomial nomenclature, generic name and species name. So some of the animals they have that the both the generic name and species name are same. For example, Indian cobra. The snake contains that a name called Naja Naja. The genus name also Naja and the species name also Naja. Naja Naja. Both the genus name and species name same means the term is called as a tautonymy. Now we are going to see the rules of nomenclature. Name கொடுக்கிறதுக்கு என்னென்ன rules follow பண்ணணும். Name எழுதுறப்ப என்னென்ன rules follow பண்ணணும். So when the time of writing generic name and species name, it should be underlined separately. Like genus name and species name தனித்தனியா separate underline பண்ணணும். When the time of printed, it should be italicized பண்ணணும். When the time of writing, generic name ஓட first alphabet should be in a upper case. So capital letter la first letter எழுதணும். Species name ஓட எல்லா lettersமே should be in a lower case, small lettersல இருக்கும். Scientific name எந்த அனிமலுக்கும் ரெண்டு அனிமலுக்கு சேமா இருக்காது. Each animal they having a single particular scientific name. It will be peculiar. எந்த அனிமல் ஒரே நேம் ரெண்டு அனிமலுக்கு இருக்காது. So that is the not similar. Scientific name was not similar to any organism, any two organism. Time of giving scientific name to the organism, the scientist name who proposed that name and the year of publication that also included. The full name or otherwise abbreviated name. For example, lion Felis Leo. The Linnaeus proposed on the year 1758. That we can write, or otherwise the abbreviated form L alone. Felis Leo L 1758. These two forms are it will be accepted. And the species name should be ends with the person's name I or AE. The scientist oda name species ku வைக்கலாம். For example, the Bharat Giri is the scientist who discovered the dwelling lizard Cretodactylus. அவரோட நேம் இந்த ஸ்பீசிஸ் அவர் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் dwelling lizard ஓட ஒரு ஸ்பீசிஸ் டிஸ்கவர் பண்ணி அதுக்கு நேம் கொடுத்திருக்காரு. சோ அவரோட நேம் பரத் கிரி. It is ending with the letter I or AE. So species name scientist ஓட நேம் வச்சு I or AE யும் போட்டுக்கலாம். So scientist ஓட நேம் and year propose பண்ணலாம். So these are all the rules for nomenclature. Now we are going to see the topic concept of species. Species is the basic unit of classification. Already we saw the taxonomical hierarchy, so we know that species is the basic unit of classification. The term species was first coined by John Ray. In his book Historia Generalis Plantarum in the year 1693, he described the species எல்லாம் morphologically similar. Morphologically means external appearance. So morphologically similar இருக்கிற group of animals, they are coming from the common ancestor. Ancestor means முன்னோர்கள். ஒரு காமனான முன்னோர்கள்ட்ட இருந்து வந்தவங்க, ஒரு சேம் முன்னோர்கள்ட்ட இருந்து வந்த morphological appearance சேமா இருக்கிற ஒரு group of animalsக்கு பேர் தான் species அப்படின்னு ஜான் ரே first அந்த term produce பண்றாரு in the year 1693. Next to that, Carolus Linnaeus in his book Systema Naturae in the year 1758, இவர் என்ன சொல்றாருன்னா species both morphological as well as physiological. Morphological external appearance, physiology means inside of the body. Internal also they have a similar same pattern and they are interbred together. Matting அந்த species குள்ள மட்டும் matting பண்ணி reproduce பண்ற organism will be fertile. Next generation produce பண்ணக்கூடிய அந்த potent ஆன fertile offspring produce பண்ண முடியும் அப்படின்னு Linnaeus propose பண்றாரு in the year 1758 in his book Systema Naturae. Next to that, Charles Darwin in his book Origin of Species in the year 1859, he proposed that the evolutionary connection of the species. இந்த எவல்யூஷனரி பேட்டர்ன்ல ஸ்பீசிஸ் வந்திருக்கு அப்படின்னு in his book origin of species he proposed that